elections are expected to be organized this year, and the President of the Republic said he will make sure that things return to normalcy before the elections are organized. Now, with the arrest, extradition, and detention of the Ambazonian leaders, it's becoming more and more complicated for things to return to normalcy, for the elections to be organized.
I am a politician, and in the days ahead, will have to unfold my political agenda. I am really sorry to say that I don't see any return to normalcy in the present configuration of things. Our president is out of the country for reasons I don't seem to know. Maybe where he is, there is normalcy, but here, how can we have elections in a country where they are kidnapping SDOs and DOs, killing military officers, killing gendarmes on a daily basis? How is that? How are you going to organize elections?
Inhabitants fleeing their homes.
They are burning the whole villages. You have refugees. Oh my. How are you going to organize the election? When you burn the villages of people, who are going to vote? The trees? When even the soldiers don't feel safe, who is going to ensure security during the voting? We all know there is raging insecurity. Tomorrow Monday, tomorrow Monday, we have been told that their 48 hours are expired. I don't know from where they are going to eat. I'm happy that the government is taking it serious, because yesterday I saw
who's 48 hours.
The Ambazonians, they gave 48 hours on social media, on Facebook, that they're giving government 48 hours to release the leader, or Monday they are going to see. I'm happy yesterday I saw troops patrolling Bonaberi. That's good. I can at sleep and close one eye because I know soldiers are outside. But you see, how can you imagine that there will be elections? See what happened in Boyaderade. A simple rumor that the Manu Tigers were around. You see, look at the pandemonium. What will happen if they actually arrive? And if they were to arrive on voting day, who will vote? No, we should be serious. You see, I think that this government is playing with fire. We have an international tournament to organize next year. I want this government to understand the image of Cameroon is at stake, because CAF can refuse to allow us organize a tournament for security reasons. They seem to be downplaying everything. CAF can pick the security threat as an excuse to take that tournament away from us. But these people, they don't seem to be saying anything. What does it cost them? Release these people and let the sons and daughters sit down, come to terms, so that there's peace and security everywhere. It doesn't cost them anything. Why catch this one, catch and give names? It's for what?
Even the United Nations High Commission for Refugees has condemned what
the American Congress came up with a resolution condemning. But this is not good.
But nothing seems to be changing. The government seems to be bent on its way of handling the issues.
Well, they are making their time, and since they want to organize the election, let me see how they organize the election and win. Let them organize and win. In this context, I'll see who will vote for them, because they don't seem to understand that Cameroonians don't want their belligerent attitude going to war against their fellow citizens. And it's not normal, it's not correct. They should sit up. All of us want to live in peace. All of us want to live in a country that forges ahead. We want to forget the other issues, that their government has been unable to solve corruption, unemployment, misappropriation of. They have been unable. These are things that have beaten them for years. Economic crisis. Every day we are in economic crisis. Please, let them give us a break. We are sick and tired of having an incompetent government, whose incompetence has been recognized by the head of state, who himself said, I've tried everything. It's not working. He even accused his government of being incompetent.
Now, with the Ambazonian leaders still in jail, how do you see the nearest future?
I said if the Ambazonia leaders are in jail, it's going to be, if I mean the day their images, their picture, they will be presented to the public that this here they are. It will lead to the violence will skyrocket. They will say release our leaders. If they are confirmed dead, it will be worse. Why did you kill our leaders? So the government should try to save face by releasing everybody, declaring general amnesty, and calling people, the sons and daughters of this country, to the table.
Right. If you were in a position to advise President Paul Biya.
That's my advice. That is the advice I'm giving him. He should forget all small things. Forget all the small things. We are in a country, the world, they say the country is, the country does not know God. But in Islam and in Christianity, forgiveness is divine. You see? So let us learn to forgive and sit on the table as brothers and sisters and iron out our differences. That's the best thing to do. Fight, going to war against a brother is bad.
Barrister, thank you so much for accepting to be a guest.